What's going on, guys? Payton Smith here, and welcome back to another episode of Built-in Webflow. In this series, I'm walking you through real client websites that I've built recently and showing you exactly what makes them work in the real world to grow these businesses online. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through a pest control website that I built for a client out in Missouri, and I love building pest control websites. I've built tons of them. It's probably because I have a little bit of a soft spot in my heart for pest control because I sold pest control door to door when I was back in college. But this is a super fun industry to work in because there is so much potential online, and a website can truly generate so much business for you that it was a real treat to be able to work with this great company. We took something that you might agree with me, pest control is not the most glamorous or fabulous type of business, but we were able to take this and turn it into something truly fun and exciting that looked great online and has really helped their business grow. So without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, let's go. So here we are on the website of 417 Pest Solutions. This is a pest control company out of Missouri, and we actually did everything from a logo redesign to choosing a brand and colors and literally everything to kind of give this business a new feel, a new vibe, and really just give it a new presence online. So the first thing that you're going to notice is we went with a lot of green, and we wanted to use a green that really stood out. And so we went with this kind of lime neon green. And the first thing that I want to highlight on this site is the header or the navigation. This is something that oftentimes gets overlooked because we know that, yeah, you're going to always have a lot of buttons and maybe your call to action up in the header. But for local businesses, it's so super important for us to utilize that space to give people all of the information that they're going to be looking for when they land on the site of a local business, right? And things that we often forget that they're looking for, things like your phone number, your email, what type of business you are, the owner of the business, and then again, your phone number. Like, we just want to make sure that these details are up front and center to make sure that people have just one-click access to get any type of contact that they need. But then also we've got our menu right here that's going to give us the ability to help people navigate through the site. And I'm going to show you in a second what we did to kind of get creative with our pest library and the information that we had to really build out a beautiful site for 417. So you can see here that we've got our SEO tag to make sure that for our local ranking, we've got Pest Control Springfield, Missouri. And then we've got our value proposition, get a free inspection plus 50% off your first service. This is something that's worked really well for us. We didn't want to be obnoxious with that offer, but we've made it really easy for people either to call us right away or to book online. This is something that my client preferred to do, just to have people call them right up rather than doing any sort of fancy online booking system, which is always a great option. But as we scroll down, you're going to see we've got a couple points here, 100% guaranteed pest control. We've got a couple custom icons that weren't too drastic, but also match the vibe and the aesthetic of our website. We've got this banner that's, again, going to give us a strong value proposition, which is $100 off your first service, which is the exact same, but we add a little bit different twist because we thought that if the 50% off didn't get them, maybe if we put it in a dollar value, that was going to help kind of get people to click through and eventually contact us. Jumping right in, we want to build a lot of authority because, again, in Missouri and really anywhere, so much of like that interaction with a local business and a potential client has to do with the trust. And so we want to make sure that we built a lot of trust by utilizing these icons where we have reviews on all of these. And then we're actually able to boost the reviews that 417 had on Google and just get them a ton of new fresh reviews from great customers, just to make sure that we could really do a great job of displaying these on here, and then obviously having our link to click through to more reviews. Now, this is something I like to do on all my sites. Never forget the reviews. This is such a great way to build trust, build authority, and it just gives it a very personal touch that looks nice. The next thing that we dive into is something that was pretty unique that we did on this site, but I thought it was a really fun way to take this concept of bugs, which isn't the most beautiful or glamorous of things. And what we did is we made a custom icon set that matched the overall aesthetic of the website. And then what we do is we have a little bit of a hover effect where people can actually click through these and go and read about the individual types of insects. Now, this type of pest library isn't a new idea by any means, but what we did is we utilized this to not only kind of create a cool, just like, I guess, match our brand throughout the website and use these new icons and our colors, but we also utilize this as a great way to build out our SEO campaign and be able to rank for more individual keywords that had to do with spiders in Missouri or silverfish infestation in Missouri. And so this was a great way to build out more content and more pages while also offering a lot of great and valuable information to our site visitors. So we're going to click through those in a minute, but the last thing that I want to talk to you about was our footer, and we've actually got our get a quote section or our form down here on the footer, and this has actually been a really successful form, and believe it or not, this is the one that gets used more than any other form on the website. So I'd highly recommend giving giving people the opportunity to put in their information in the footer, because those that do scroll all the way through the site, obviously they've read more of your content, and so the chances go way up of them being ready to contact you for something like a quote. So it's a little bit of a softer close, a softer call to action, but it's worked really well to get people's information. And if they don't sign up to be customers right now, it's great to have an email list or a list of phone numbers of potential people that we can contact maybe the next spring when we know that bugs are going to be coming out in full force. So we also utilized a map feature just to show our location, and then obviously we've got our footer down here with the individual locations, again, something that we utilize to help with our SEO campaign. But we're going to scroll back up here, and I want to click on the spiders page here to kind of show you what things look like. Again, we've got a little bit of an icon here. We are kind of highlighting what it is. It's spiders. We actually use the scientific name, which we thought we were really creative when we did that. But as you scroll down, what this is going to do is this is going to highlight the different types of spiders, showing whether they're poisonous, showing where it's most common to find them, how to tell if it is that type of spider, how to identify them. This is all useful information that we're able to utilize just to add value on these individual pages. Just to show you one more of these, let's go to, maybe let's go to the ant section. You can see that we're, again, utilizing our icon and our background image, but as you scroll down, people are going to get a better idea of, what types of ants are in their area, how to identify them, how to get rid of them. Oftentimes, pest control companies don't want to give too much value on their website for fear that people aren't going to hire them because they're going to be able to figure out how to get rid of these bugs on their own. But we believed quite the opposite, that the more value that we can give to people, the more we're going to be able to kind of build that trust and build our expertise. And so we are going to be the ones to contact if they are unable to get a hold of their bug infestation. So as I come up here to the menu, I want to go over to the About page. I really liked this because we wanted to make this kind of a family business, a family website, and the owners of this did such an awesome job of that. They're the most incredible family, and so we really wanted to highlight them as a family and what it is that makes them tick. No pun intended. But we wanted really for people to be able to understand more about them, really why they do what they do, and their promise to their customers that they are a family that's going to make sure to take care of your needs and treat you honestly. And I really do think that those core values have helped them grow so much, and we really wanted to highlight that on this page. Again, making sure to continually bring back in our calls to action for that moment when people feel like they're completely sold, they know exactly where to go. So scrolling back up here to our contact page, this was something that we wanted to spend a good amount of time on just to make it feel friendly, give them all the information that they needed, but also giving people the ability to be more specific when they fill out a form. And this is something that oftentimes we run into issues with small businesses because they have a generic form that has a button that says submit, and it asks for their name, number, and email, and that's all the information we gather. And people just aren't using forms as often as they should when they look like that because they're just not trustworthy. They look like a form from an old website that's never going to get seen, never going to get responded to. And so what we did on our form is we gave people the ability to actually choose the different issues or pests that they're seeing in their home and also type a message This is so useful because not only do people feel like their form submission is being heard or being received and it's worth their time to fill one out, but also that gives the owners of the pest control business the ability to receive these form submissions and have enough information that they're not calling these people and going in completely blind, not knowing if this is a sales call or if this is, whatever the situation might be. There's nothing worse than going into those calls blind. And oftentimes that's why business owners don't follow up with their form submissions, because they either feel like it's going to be just a spammy submission or they just don't know if they're legit. And that's an excuse that oftentimes we use to just not reach out to those. So anything that we can do to kind of cut down on any of those things that are going to prevent us from being as successful as possible and prevent this contact form from being as useful as possible, we need to make sure to do that. So again, we utilize the map feature, which there are various SEO benefits that people believe a map can provide, and so that's the reason that we're utilizing that so much. But overall, I feel like this website has been really a great opportunity for us to take something that may be boring or not glamorous, and we kind of created something unique, something that when people land on this website, they're going to say, wow, like this pest control company, they've got it figured out. Like they've got an awesome feel to them. It feels very updated. It feels very modern. And so much of that plays into just building trust with our customers. And the fact of the matter is an old website with stock images and a dead contact form just isn't going to get the job done anymore. And so this website was just a blast to work on. I really appreciate the owners at 417 Pest for not only giving me the opportunity to work with them, but also giving me the opportunity to share this website with you guys. So feel free to go through the rest of the site. There are a couple pages that we weren't able to cover in this video. But also, please let me know if there's anything that I might have missed. These videos have been a great way for people to kind of tear me apart as far as the things that I might have messed up on. But that's great. I love the feedback. So if you do notice anything, please comment that down below. But also, if there are things that you liked or you learned in this video, please smash that like button below. It really helps out the video reach more designers like you, or more business owners like you that want to grow your business, build better websites, and really see your business grow. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.